When all else fails, I guess you go back to the basics. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about the Anheuser-Busch Company trying to stop the bleeding as it relates to the boycott against Bud Light because of their partnership or brand deal or whatever they want to call it with trans TikTok star Dylan Mulvaney. Now, ever since the Dylan Mulvaney Budweiser collaboration came out, they've lost up to $7 billion in market cap. Matter of fact, I have articles and everything. I'll link to that in the description, but you see it right here. This article was from a few days ago. I think the drop has increased, but it says at least $5 billion right here. Anheuser-Busch loses more than $5 billion in value amid Dylan Mulvaney Bud Light controversy. And that is the character right there. You know, I tried to avoid doing this video because I don't want to give this particular human being a lot of publicity because he gets enough of that already without me having to put my 2 cents on it. But it's hard to ignore the situation. It really is, because it's become very big. Kid Rock then got involved. A lot of celebrities then got involved, shooting beer cans and everything else. It's a big thing. And there's actually an apology from the CEO. I won't read this entire thing, but some are going to say it's not really an apology. Some are going to say that it is. But if you ask me, this statement amid the controversy and losing billions of dollars looks like an apology at best, or at worst, just an admission of wrongdoing. Like, hey, man, we messed up right here. Please stop boycotting us. Please buy more Bud Light. All right. But before I go any further, let's get into the brand new ad. You see, I think they kind of want to reverse course. They want to go back to the good old days, to the Super Bowl ads where you had the horses and everything else. They want to go back to those days to recapture some of their lost audience and stop the bleeding. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
Let me tell you a story about a beer rooted in the heart of America, found in a community where a handshake is a sure contract, brewed for those who found opportunity in challenge and hope in tomorrow, raised by generations willing to sip, share, risk, remember. This is a story bigger than beer. This is the story of the American spirit.
There we go. Budweiser just trying to get back on track, trying to get back in the good graces of the American people, because this boycott has cost them a lot. Okay, bars around the country are saying that they're seeing a 30% drop, 50% drop in the sales of the cans of Bud Light and the bottles of Bud Light. It's really a thing. And I think this is the way forward. Like I've said before, when you're talking about boycotts and let's say, for example, I'm speaking about Lego and other companies that have gone really woke, really ridiculous down the whole LGBTQ rabbit hole. The way to combat that is not with any kind of aggression, any kind of thing that's going to get you locked up. No, you vote with your wallet. So if you don't like that they have this person, Dylan Mulvaney, out there sponsoring Bud Light, doing campaigns with him, and not just Budweiser, not just Anheuser-Busch. I also saw an ad campaign from Jack Daniels. I think they had drag queens. Matter of fact, I'm gonna look it up right now. You see stuff like this, you know, when you see stuff like this, rather than getting upset, rather than getting triggered, just say, you know what? If I'm a Jack Daniels drinker, how about I don't drink that anymore? See, check it out right here. A lot of people are going to cut back on alcohol. You know, they might mess around and solve alcoholism by having all these people promote these products. And to talk about that right quick, I don't even understand what the purpose of this is. Is it some kind of equality index? Like you got to have a certain number of ads and campaigns and whatnot for certain quote unquote marginalized groups. unrepresented groups? Is that what they're doing right here? Because I don't think the target audience for Jack Daniels liquor is these guys over here. I don't think so. All right. It's crazy. Like I said before in the live stream, we've come a very long way in in modern society. I remember when I was a youngin', like little boy, late 80s, early 90s, I remember the Budweiser girls. Remember the Bud girls? They had those girls. Matter of fact, I'm gonna look those up right now. You had the Bud girls in the 80s, and they were slim and they were pretty, they were real feminine, and then there was complaints about them. Oh, they don't look realistic. There is, it's misogyny, all this, that, and the third. Okay, matter of fact, here we go. This is 89. I was about 5 years old. I remember this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? One of my uncles or something might have been drinking some alcohol, and you might have seen that on the back of the can of beer or whatever it is. I remember this. Okay, I remember that very well. Back in the original Nintendo era, yes. Okay, so yeah, and a lot of boys that had these posters on their wall. They remember that very clearly. This was considered to be unrealistic because they're so thin and all this and that. And now I feel like we long for this particular time where you had women that looked like regular women. Okay, they didn't have all this extra surgery and BBLs and lip fillers and injections and silicone everywhere to look like regular natural women, right? We've gone all the way from that to the Kim Kardashian BBL era now to where we have men dressed as women. Talking about unrealistic, how unrealistic is it to have a man dressed as a woman for an image of girls and women to look up to? Totally impossible. You would never have them big Ray Lewis, Shannon Sharp looking shoulders, head and neck and feet and arms and everything else, right? So to wrap it on up as I close, I think we've gone really kind of far in society trying to, I guess, overcorrect, trying to appeal to certain quote unquote marginalized groups. I don't like it. A lot of you guys don't like it. And the best way to fight against it would be to just vote with your wallet. If you drink Jack Daniels and you don't like that kind of stuff, then don't drink that anymore. If you drink Bud Light and you don't like what they're doing with Dylan Mulvaney, then don't drink that anymore. Spend your money elsewhere. I've seen there's a new beer company, startup beer company by a conservative brand. That's good. Some say it's cringe for conservatives to just hop on this movement and try to quote unquote grift off of it. But what else are you to do? If you don't like what a company's doing, then support another one. If you think you can do better, then do better. Put your own money up, put your money where your mouth is. That's what I say. That's the best way to go about it. And these companies are going to start to take notice. And when they realize they're losing billions upon billions, it doesn't make any sense for them to keep going down this direction. And they got to change course immediately. Very simple, which is why Budweiser put this brand new but yet old ad out there to the public. And I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about Budweiser's new ad? Are they trying to regain a lot of what they have lost over the past few days and weeks? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I stand. This is the right way to go. If you don't like the way that things are panning out and what companies are doing, you vote with your wallet. That's the best way to get their attention. Any kind of boycott or protest is totally irrelevant if they don't feel it in their pocketbook. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.